It's the big show with Everyday PJ, man. What it do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit live video, big dog. Hey, shout out to my everyday people who rock with me all day, every day, man. Shout out to everybody who likes, comments, and subscribes. Okay, if you ain't subscribed, you are a weirdo. Okay, because this is the livest place to be. And if y'all just be popping in and stuff, hit the subscribe button, man. Shout out to my mods. Shout out to everybody on Twitch. Now, I want to send a special shout out to everybody who is following me on Twitch, because if you go over to Twitch, yes, you will get a notification. And that's why I want you to download Twitch and just follow me on there. Follow me on Twitch so you can get the notification and then come over to YouTube and have a good damn time. Shout out to all my people on Twitch. But just say what's up. Like just tell me when. Say what's up. So I'm gonna shout out to my people over there on Twitch, you know what I'm saying? Because they get the notification. And just like that, it's like that. So if you ever wonder, like, I don't get the notifications for the live, download Twitch, follow me on Twitch, you'll get the notification. And you'll be in the notification gang, because it's really lit like that over there, you know what I'm saying? Nothing like a Jet 2 holiday. Like that. So shout out to everybody who's pulling up to the live in the comments. We got the mods in the comments. T6, Joker TV. We got Margot, who's always here. Letitia. We got Brittany and Christina. Glitter Bomb. Oh yeah. But yeah, thank y'all for pulling up, because I don't have a lot of time to shout out everybody during the live videos. Brian Ghost Driffle, shout out to you, big dog. Y'all be pulling up. Shout out to the everyday people. But I don't have time to shout out everybody through the live. So the mods are here to, show y'all love. So just think, my love is they love. Okay, we love all y'all. Okay, so show some love to the mods while y'all up in this thing. Okay, So, all right, man, we got another good video for y'all. Like I said, if anybody just joining, hit the like button, subscribe. Also, if you download Twitch and follow me on Twitch, you'll get the notification. You'll be in there, okay? But I think everybody here is notification gang, so we up in this thing. So let's get lit, man. This man that cheated on his girlfriend. Tomorrow, y'all tune in to the videos, okay? The videos is gonna be lit tomorrow. I'm just saying, they gonna be lit. But today, we gonna be up in here talk about this goof ass boyfriend, okay? Cause listen, men ain't shit, okay? We cheat just to cheat, okay? We be cheating with the dumbest reason. I could tell y'all some of the dumbass reasons I be cheating, but let's listen to their dumb reason, and then we'll get to me later, okay? Everyday people, let's get into it.
Want me up on here telling all my business. Okay, so this is probably gonna end up needing a part 4, because I'm not gonna be able to tell this whole story that quick. It's a lot. So I told y'all in the last video that I ended up in a toxic relationship again. Is it me? Am I the villain? I don't know. Anyway, so for the sake of this story, we're just gonna call the next boyfriend Zoe, okay? So, remember when I told y'all I worked at the Italian chain restaurant? So, Zoe was a chef there, okay? So, Zoe always had a crush on me, even when I was with the white boy. Like, he would always just be, like, he would call me wifey. Like, my nickname at work was wifey, because, like, he would call me that so much. Like, all of the Okay, so boom. When I was 17, I got a job at a Italian chain restaurant. And my mom said that I needed to start helping her pay half of the bills. Mind you, I'm 17 years old. I'm a senior in high school, and I'm buying all my own school supplies. And I was a senior, and I had to do college applications and pay for my cap and gown. And like, I was paying for all of my own overall toiletries. So like, girl, I was making like $400 every 2 weeks, if that. And I'm being generous by saying 400. That's back in 2013, baby. Okay. So my mom starts saying, like, you need to start paying, like, half of the bills. And I'm just like, I can't do that. Like, I would bring home food and do stuff like that. I'll bring her home food from work. Or, like, if she said, like, oh, go buy me some food, like, from the chicken place down the street. Like, I was doing stuff like that, like, at the capacity of a 17-year-old. So, fast forward, there comes, like, this 1 week where she keeps saying to me, like, oh, we're getting evicted out of this house, and like, you're not moving where I'm moving. Like, you cannot move with me. So like, 17-year-old me, like, I just continue going to school, and like, she's saying this every day. She was saying it like every day, like, oh, like, you know, it's like 7 days till we got to be up out of here, and I'm moving, and you're not coming with me, and yeah, so we're getting evicted, and you're not moving with me, so make sure you have somewhere to go. Me, I'm not thinking she's for real. Like, I'm not believing this. I'm like, no, there's no way she could do this to me. She could not do this to me. Bro, one day I come home. Everything is moved out of the house except my room. My room is fully intact. Nothing is touched. The whole house is empty. Fridge empty. Kitchen empty. Living room empty. My room is untouched. I'm calling my mom. She's not answering. I literally have no idea where she moved. I really had no idea where she moved at all. And she like blocked me. So I'm laughing now, but like, it was traumatizing AF. Do not get it twisted, bitch. That situation was traumatizing as a motherfucker. So then I had a boyfriend at the time. We'll call him my high school sweetheart or whatever. So, like, of course I call him, and I'm like, oh my God, like, my mom, she really moved out. Like, I don't know what to do. So, like, we, like, pack up everything that we can in my room, like, because I guess it was, like, maybe, like, within the next 2 days, like, they were, like, the sheriff was really gonna come and, like, make us get out, like, make me get out if I didn't get out by myself. So, like, I ended up having to move all my stuff into my then boyfriend's mom's house, bro. So like, we secretly are moving me into his parents' house. Like, mind you, it was a white boy. That's kind of irrelevant to the story, but I did have a little white boyfriend in high school. And yeah, we moved my stuff into the garage, and like, he's just like, oh, like, we're not really gonna tell them, we're just gonna move you in here. So me, I ain't have nowhere to go. So and I had a dog, but I was leaving my dog at the old place until like the sheriff was like really gonna come and like really like clear the place out. So what was next? Oh yeah, so I like secretly move into his parents' house, and then like, I'm just there like every day, like acting like, oh, I've just been hanging out here like every day because I want to see him every day. But like, nah, y'all, I like live here. So one day we're all like sitting and eating like dinner, and then his stepdad goes like, so you live here now? Mind you, him and the stepdad had the worst relationship ever. He used to beat his stepdad's ass. Like, I'm not gonna go too much on that. That's just another story time for another day. But whenever my ex used to like get drunk, he would like, he would beat his stepdad's ass. Okay, it was real domestic in that house already. So the stepdad's like, I already don't like my stepson, and my stepson is moving his girlfriend into my house. Hell no. Whoa. So yeah, the stepdad's like, so you live here now? And I'm just like temporarily, I just didn't really have anywhere to go. And he's like, well, like, we don't even want him here. So like, mind you, my high school boyfriend, he was 2 years older than me. So I was 17, he was 19, and he wasn't in school. We met while we were working at a fast food place before I got the job at the Italian place. So yeah, he's like, so y'all need to like get your own place, because like we already don't want him here. So like now he's moving his girlfriend in here, like that's not gonna work. So I'm just like, oh, okay. Like, so we start looking on Craigslist for places. Boom, we find our first apartment. We end up not getting that apartment for some reason. Like, mind you, we're both working. He's working at the fast food place where we met. I'm working at the Italian place. Like, I'm trying to, like, you know, I had a few weeks left of school, so I'm still going to high school. Then I start taking a bus that drops me off in front of his, like, parents' community. Girl, like, it was a mess. So anyway, fast forward. It kind of coincided that, like, by time I graduated high school, that was, like, when we had, like, saved up enough money to, like, get our own apartment. But it was so, oh my gosh, the apartment was like smack dab in the middle of the hood, but our landlord was so cool. When I'm thinking about it, when I was trying to sign a lease when I was 17, I was so scared because like I was underage, and like, how did y'all let me sign a lease? Like, I'm still confused about that to this day. Like, is it legal to sign a lease when you're underage? Because I promise y'all, I had my own apartment and I was the only one on the lease because, oh my gosh, this sounds so messy, but my boyfriend at the time, he had something on his record, so the landlord was like, oh, I'm only gonna put her on the lease, you can't get on it. Like, but he was the only one who was actually of age. But yes, y'all, that is a story about how I got my first place when I was 17. Every time speaker knockers say got kicked out the house, I had no options, I was going through it with my mama. Y'all, I be feeling that like with my whole heart. There's another rapper who says something about getting kicked out at 17. I don't know. And I don't know, every time No Guidance played by Drake, like I be like, yeah, you got it, girl, you got it. Because people always be like, oh, like, she's had her, like, stuff together for a really long time. I want y'all to know I had no backup options, okay? I always had to kind of, like, have my stuff together because, like, if I didn't have my stuff together, like, there's no one to fall back on. Fast forward, me and my mom still do not have a good relationship. And the one thing that triggered this memory and made me want to talk about the fact that I got my first place when I was 17 is the fact that I was like Googling stuff yesterday, right? So for some reason, I lived so many places when I was a kid. Yesterday, I wanted to remember all the places I lived. So I was looking up all the places that we got evicted from. And then I found the lease of the place that my mom had moved into on public record when she moved out and left me by myself. So the place she moved into, she ended up getting evicted from. Why this lady put me on the lease and I wasn't even living there? That really pissed me off. Because, like, you put that you had a minor child living in the house. I never even lived there with you. So why would you say that? Okay, so somebody asked for part 2, so here I am. I honestly don't know where to start, so I guess I'll just kind of start in the beginning of that time. So in the beginning of us living together and all that stuff, like, we were doing really well. For two young people who knew nothing about, I don't know, for two young people who came from, like, interesting upbringings, we were a great team. Like, we were putting our money together, we were paying our little rent on time. Like, if either one of us had cash, like, we would put our tips like in this little like coupon book that was like allocated for each bill. Like, it was so cute. Like, it was great. But you also remember that I said when he would get drunk, he used to beat on the stepdaddy, right? So if the stepdaddy wasn't there and he started beating on somebody else, who do you think started getting beat? So, yeah, when he would get drunk, it would get domestic up in there. I'm not about to sit here and bash him and be like, oh, every day I used to get beat. That's not true. But it definitely, it started off like how it starts off for like any girl. Like,
somebody
it
called
starts off with them like maybe pushing you a little too rough. Next thing you know, they choking you. Next thing you know, you getting slammed up against the wall. Like, But to be honest, he always kind of had those tendencies because, like, he used to beat on his stepdaddy when he would get drunk. But I'm going to say he didn't start putting his hands on me until, like, we started living together. So, yeah. And then I found out that he started playing in snow. Okay? So, mind you, I didn't know anything about DRUGS. I didn't know anything about that. I remember I found, like, a little, like, baggie underneath our couch when I was cleaning. I thought that was for... Then, like, I just started, like, how did I find out? I think somebody came to our house because he owed them some money. Like, somebody came to our apartment when he was at work and I was off one day, and they said, like, oh, he owes me some money, blah, blah, blah. And, like, do you know he'd be playing in snow and blah, blah, blah. So, like, for me, that was outrageous. I had never played in snow before. Like, that was, like, crazy. Like, he's doing what? Like, he what? So that was kind of like the beginning of the end of the relationship. Like, when it started getting domestic of him, like, you know, kind of like getting rough with me and drinking more. Mind you, this boy had an insatiable desire for alcohol. Like, he could finish like a bottle. Like, it was always a thing, but it didn't start becoming like an abusive thing until we lived together. So, yeah, it went how all toxic relationships go. He started moving out, like moving back to his mom's house, coming back. There was a lot of tears. The police got involved. Like, our neighbors would call the police. Like, if they would, like, hear, we lived in like a little duplex thing. So, like, if they would hear like the screaming and shouting, our neighbors called the police. Like, one time he got arrested. Now, he got arrested a couple of times at that apartment. I'm gonna say at least 2 times for, like, attacking me. Like, he got arrested. So, what else? What can I say about that? So, ultimately, I'll say that we were together for almost 5 years. And yeah, so we would make up, break up, make up, break up. And then there was this one particular time, like, where we were going through something and he moved his stuff out. And usually he would move his stuff out for like 24 hours and then come back home. And then he didn't come back home for like days. So I remember I went to his mom's community and I was just like, where's he at? Like, why is he not answering my calls? And she was like, oh, I don't know, but he's okay, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, well, tell him to call me. Like, I don't know, like, what the deal is. Like, what's his problem? Like, I want to talk. So anyway, long story short, he was seeing somebody else, which he ended up breaking up with me for this girl. And he stole one of my dogs. This is a long story. But I had like a little Shih Tzu. And my name is Olivia. The Shih Tzu's name was Oliver. And he had like taken my dog. That was one of the reasons I went to his mom's house. Because, like, he was like, oh, I'm going to take Oliver with me. But it turns out he gave Oliver to his sister. And, like, she was like, oh, I'm so in love with him. Please, like, can I just have him? Blah, blah, blah. And so, like, I let Oliver stay. But, like, that's something that still pisses me off to this day. Because you, like, stole my dog. Like, I named that dog after me. That was Olivia Jr. I named him Oliver because that was my baby. But, like, when the sister was crying about how much she loved that dog, I was just like, okay, like, whatever. Like, he can stay. I have another dog, like, I have to take care of. So, whatever. Like, just treat him good. Which I think she ended up even surrendering him or something. Like, she didn't even keep him. Which, you could have gave him back. I would have gladly taken Oliver back. But I ended up finding out, like, you know, you took my dog and y'all didn't even give him a good life. You could have gave him back to me. But yeah, long story short, he broke up with me for some girl. They ended up getting married. Apparently, they had a very tumultuous relationship too. They ended up having a kid. They got divorced. Like, it was very messy for them. And I was just like, yeah, like, it was a lot. I don't know if you had a specific question, but yeah, ultimately we broke up. We were together for like 5 years. He ended up breaking up with me for some girl that apparently, like, they knew each other when they were kids or something. Like, I don't know, their moms were friends when they were kids or some shit like that. And I was kind of heartbroken, of course, But this could go into a part 3. Do you want a part 3? Because this could like lead you up to me getting in another relationship, which I don't know which one was worse. I don't know which relationship was worse, but I ended up in some kind of toxic ass rebound relationship, and I got even more traumatized. So yeah, there's your part 2.
All right, so now we're gonna get to the story, which I thought we was gonna start with, but I said I seen this. I was like, let's start at the beginning so we can get some backstory and some context. So now let's get to the cheating on the coworker with the coworker.
So y'all really just want me up on here telling all my business. Okay, so this is probably gonna end up needing a part 4 because I'm not gonna be able to tell this whole story that quick. It's a lot. So I told y'all in the last video that I ended up in a toxic relationship again. Is it me? Am I the villain? I don't know. Anyway, so for the sake of this story, we're just gonna call the next boyfriend Zoe. Okay? So remember when I told y'all I worked at the Italian chain restaurant? So Zoe was a chef there, okay? So Zoe always had a crush on me even when I was with the white boy. Like, he would always just be, like, he would call me wifey. Like, my nickname at work was wifey because, like, he would call me that so much, like, all of the other guys started calling me wifey. Like, they didn't even know my name. They would be like, wifey! And I would be like, this boy... y'all don't even know my name. Y'all be like, oh, wifey, can you get me a cup of water? Like, they were just like, that was just my name at that job because of him. So when me and what's his name broke up, I'm coming to work like all sad and somber, and Zoe had a crush on me. So he's like, oh, like, what's good with you? Like, you've been like all sad or whatever. And I'm like, oh, like, I'm going through a breakup. Like, it's really hard, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like sad. So mind you, Zoe was like 10 years older than me. But that was like my first like real big girl relationship. And I'm not gonna lie, even though Zoe could not stop cheating, like, he really put me on and like gave me a certain mindset that helped me be a more successful person, like, to this day. Like, that was like the first like boss type person that like I dated, like the first type of person who had a mortgage and like a brand new car and put like premium in his gas tank. Like, I was just like, and drove a motorcycle and like had 2 jobs and like knew people and connections, and just was like, Zoe like upgraded me because I was just like, oh, okay. Anyway, so fast forward, like, I'm dating Zoe. Like, he was the first person to like ever sneak me into a club, like had me going out to bars, was like renting out sections before club culture died, like was doing stuff like when the club was still fun. Like, I was in the club underage because like he was like popular, so like he knew people. He would just be like sneaking me and my friends in through back doors and type stuff, but he could not stop cheating, dog. He could not stop cheating. And it was so crazy to go from a relationship with a white boy to a Haitian who couldn't stop cheating, and he loved white girls, bruh. So I didn't mention this, but he was going through a breakup the same time as me. So Zoe was going through a breakup, and the girl who he was with right before me was a white girl. So yeah, like, it was kind of weird, like, that we had both, like, you know what I mean? Like, we had both of our previous partners were white. Anyway, so yeah, I started, like, here were the red flags. Like, red flag was his ex started following me on Instagram. Then she would, like, unfollow me on Instagram. Then she would block me on Instagram. Then she would, like, bro, it's so many layers to this story. I don't even know where to start because I was going to jump into one thing, but I have to say another thing first. So at this point, I'm just kind of, like, tired of her because, like, you want my attention. So, like, what do you want? Like, you know, so I think I like ended up like following her on Instagram back, and then I like messaged her and I was like, so you rang? Like, what do you want? Like, clearly you want my attention. You got it. Like, what's up? Like, do you need to tell me something? Do you need to talk to me? Do you want me? Do you want him? Like, what do you want, girl? Like, because at this point you're being weird. Like, what's up with you? So she like posted a picture of his dashboard, bruh. So I'm just like, clearly, like, that's my man's dashboard. You wanted me to see that. That means you've been in his car, unless that picture is old. So if you still, like, fucking with him, like, what's good? Like, let me know, because, like, I need to take that up with him. I'm not even mad at you for telling me. I'm not even mad. Like, let me know. So, yeah, she's like, oh, yeah, I'm still messing with him, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, cool, bet. Can you meet up with me? Because, like, I want to confront him about it. And she's like, okay, but, like, are you trying to fight me? And I'm like, girl, ain't nobody trying to fight you. If anybody, I'm trying to fight him, okay? Like, you so scary thinking I'm trying to meet up with you to fight you. Girl, I'm not worried about you. You told me my man is cheating on me. I am not mad. Put me on, girl. Let me know. So, like, I'm trying to meet up. Are you down? So she says, like, yeah, I'm down. Like, and I'm like, okay, cool, bet. Y'all, I have to go into work. There's so many layers to this story. Mind you, the ex-girlfriend is not the coworker. The ex-girlfriend is not the coworker, but I can't eliminate this part of the story. This is a pivotal part of the story as well. Like, I need y'all to know how many layers of ain't shit Zoe was, because there were so many layers. And let me mention, Zoe loved white girls. Zoe, in my Jocelyn's voice, Zoe loved white girls. I don't even know why he was with me, because he loved him some white girls. Even when I would go through his phone, he would have Pog corn on his phone. And I'm like, bro, you do not like me. You don't want this. You don't want none of this fine ass chocolate. I'm not your type. Leave me alone. All you ever dated before me was, like, white girls. So why you want a black girl? Why you want a black girl now? Just let me live. But girl, I gotta go to work. But this is tea, honey. It was so crazy to go from a relationship with, like, a white boy who, like I was exotic, you know, I was a black girl, and he was just like, oh my god, like, you're so beautiful, to getting in a relationship with a Haitian who is obsessed with white girls. Like, it did something to my self-esteem. Now when people ask, like, would you rather, like, be with someone who you know they're your type, or would you rather be with someone who, like, you're not their type? Give me the nigga who I know I'm his type. If you line up the exes and they kind of look like me, I want to be over there. I don't want to be your first baddie. I don't want to be your first black girl. I don't want to be none of that. But I got to go into work, and I don't want to be late because I'm storytelling. So, what, we going to need a part 5? Like, you're funny. You said I got the tea. Girl, I really do got the tea. I do. I got stories for days. But let's go ahead. This is part 2 about how my ex cheated on me with our coworker. But we're not even talking about the coworker yet. We still talking about the ex that he was cheating on me with, because he was a chronic cheater. He could not stop cheating. If you saw my previous video, I told you he liked white girls. In my Jocelyn voice, he liked white girls. He was a Zoe, and he liked white girls. I don't even know why he attempted to be in a relationship with a black girl, because clearly you didn't like him and you couldn't stop cheating on the black girl with the white girl. So anyway, let's get to the part where I'm supposed to be meeting up with his ex, because I was like, I want to set him up. If my man is cheating on me with you, I'm not mad, but you are gonna help me set him up. Let's set him up, and I want to confront him. And thank you for letting me know. I was never mad at her. If you took my man, he didn't need to be my man, period. If you can take him, you can have him, and I can move on with my life. But before I moved on with my life, I told y'all I wanted to confront him about it with her. So fast forward, she gives me the Addy. I'm telling, like, my best friend at the time, like, I'm really about to go meet up with, let's give her a nickname, let's call her Allie. I'm really about to go meet up with Allie, and my best friend at the time is like, no, like, this is too messy, you can't do this. Like, what if she's trying to set you up? Like, what if she's trying to get you jumped, blah blah blah. And, like, I'm young, like, I didn't care. I was just like, I'm meeting up with her. Like, we said we finna set him up, and that's what we finna do. Is you riding or is you not riding? I'm sorry, y'all. This just brings me back. This brings me back to my young and turned days. Now I am not so young and turned. I am somebody mama, an office girly, you know, very much not the same person I was. Okay, so I head out to, like, go meet her at her house or whatever. why my car broke down. I promise you, my car broke down when I was like maybe like half a mile at her house from her house. My car just like starts overheating. So I'm texting her like, no funny shit. My car really broke down. Like, I'm like half a mile from your house. Like, can you come and pick me up? She ain't got no car. She says like, oh, I can't come and pick you up, but I will walk over there to meet you. So in my mind, I'm like, he cheating on me with a bitch that ain't got no car? What? You ain't got no car. But at the same time, bitch, my car is overheating. So who am I to judge? So she walked.
Wait a minute. We've cheated with worse. So, we don't cheat up. We just cheat across or down. You know what I'm saying? We just try to get one in and go on to the next. But if you fall in love and get in a relationship with somebody you cheated across or down with, we don't never cheat up. We cheat across and down.
Walks to me in her little slides down the street to come and meet me at the damn plaza where I had to leave my car because it overheated. And then like we walking and we talking like blah blah blah. I'm like, oh, my best friend's like trying to pull up too. This girl swears I'm trying to like beat her up, and I'm like, bro, this is just my best friend. Like, she's just here because she like she's coming because she wants to know like what's happening. Like, I'm not gonna fight you, dog. Like, why are you so scared of me? So yeah, so we like walk back to our community. By the time we get to the community and stuff, like by the time we arrive there, like my friend is like pulling up at the same time or whatever. So as we're going in the house, Ali says to me, okay, pause, like I got something to tell you. So I'm like getting freaked out, like, girl, we about to walk into your house and you like saying pause, like before we go in the house, like what's about to happen? And she's like, so my man is here.
Huh?
Wait, you're a man, but you're fucking mine. And she's like, I have a boyfriend. You have a boyfriend? And she's like, yeah, like he's in my room. Like, he doesn't know anything that's happening. Like, he doesn't know who you are. So please, like, please, like, I want to set Zoe up too, and I really wanted to do this with you tonight, but please don't tell my man who you are or why you're here. Me and my best friend just looking at each other like, bitch, what? Like, I could really come in this house and really motherfucking pull some. And I was like, okay. Like, I came here with a clear and concise goal. My goal is to not tell your man that you ain't shit. My goal is to go confront my man who ain't shit. Even though you and him both ain't shit, but you're not my target. My man was my target. So I was just like, girl, like, whatever. Like, this is messy as fuck. But okay. Mum's the word. So we go in the house, her sister's there, and her sister's like, who's this? Like, this is really, like, the sister knows what's going down, but she don't want the boyfriend to know, so she's low-key freaking out, but, like, the nigga in the room, like, her new man is in the room, and, like, the sister is having a quiet freak out, because the sister's, like, looking at Allie, like, bitch, you got your new man here, you got your ex's girl here, bitch, what is your life? And I'm just looking at her like, oh no, we good. Mind you, I'm not trying to be messy. I'm really not trying to be messy. But the sister ain't have no teeth. So when me and my friend came in, she was kind of embarrassed. And like, she told Allie, like, why would you bring people in here and I ain't got my teeth in? And I was so confused because the sister was young. She looked like she was in her 30s. So I was thinking to myself, like, I know life happens and dental care is very expensive. Trust me, I very much sympathize with that. It's just, I'm not cracking on her. But I still want to know why she ain't have no teeth. Like, was it drugs? Did a nigga beat your ass? What the fuck? So she put her dentures in and I was just like, you know when you messy and you with your best friend and you see some shit and you're like,
on that pacifier.
bitch! But I had to be like, I just had to give my best friend a quick look, like, girl. But, like, that was immature. But, you know when you with your best friend, bitch, everything is funny, okay? So I'm just like, all right, ho, let's get down to business. I came here to set this nigga up. So let's do it. I want you to text Zoe and let him know you want it tonight. Text him and let him know you want a piece of him tonight and that you want to pull up to the crib. And right now me and him are not talking, so I'm like, he should be free. I mean, unless he's fucking somebody else. Like, knowing him, I was like, but he should be free tonight because me and him are fighting, so we not supposed to be linking tonight, so he should be able to link with you. Anyway, she starts texting him and like, it's like, babe, like, I'm trying to see you, I miss you, blah blah blah. He like, nah, not tonight, like, I'm really not in a good mood, blah blah blah. Meanwhile, he's texting me and we're going back and forth and arguing like, you never loved me, no, you never loved me, no, you never gave this relationship your all, no, you never gave this relationship your all. But I'm still texting him back, because if I'm not texting him back, he will probably be onto something. So she's like texting him like, please daddy, and like he's like, no bruh. And then she's like, what if I can come to you? And I'm like, yeah, tell me, go ahead and come to him, tell me like you're gonna come to him. So bitch, that's when he start kind of being like, oh, you can pull up on me, like how you gonna pull up on me? And she's like, oh, I got my friend's car. I don't know what the fuck she told him. Mind you, the car she's planning on driving is her boyfriend's car. The boyfriend that's in the room that doesn't know, like, what's happening around him. Like, she told him we was about to pull up to the store or something. And the reason we couldn't take my best friend's car is because, like, I think he would have known my best friend's car. Like, he has seen my best friend enough times to know, like, what her car looked like. So, like, you feel me? We was like, nah. We can't take her car. We got to take a car he ain't never seen before because, like, he might start putting 2 and 2 and 3 to 5 to 6, 7 and 8 together, bitch. We got to come through incognito. So, yeah. He eventually, like, gives in and tells her, like, okay, yeah, like, you could pull up on me, right? I'm pissed. Because I'm like, wow. You really think I'm at home and we arguing and you telling a bitch she could pull up on you? Really, nigga? Really, nigga? This is coming down to its last minutes. So, yeah, I'm going to come back with part 3 of my ex cheated on me with our coworker. Because this is, like, I don't know how many parts I'm going to need to make of this. Because, like, you're right. This is tea. Like, this is tea! Okay, y'all. So, this is part 3. So, where I left off the last part of the story, Zoe had just told Allie that she could pull up on him. Wow. Okay, and he didn't know that he was getting set up and that me and my best friend were with her. Boom. So, me, my best friend, and Allie, we load up into her man's car. And we tell him, like, oh, we'll be back. Like, I don't know. He was in the room. Like, wherever he at, I hope he's doing well. Because she was doing him so dirty. And he was just like, oh, okay. Came out. Anyway, so we, like, pull up to his neighborhood, and there's this, like, security, like, robot thing where you had to, like, show your ID or say your name, and, like, you could get in. Like, of course, somebody was probably working from home somewhere operating it, but, like, you had to, like, you know, there was security at the gate. So we get to the gate, and, like, she's saying her name at the gate, and they're like, you're not on here. You know, it was one of those moments where I just had to, like, look over at my best friend and be like, her name ain't on the gate, bitch. We'll talk about that later. So, I was like, let me try. So I, like, lean up to because we were in a coupe, I lean up to the driver's window and I just, like, say my name, and then it's like, access granted. I had to look over at my best friend and be like, bitch, we'll talk about that later too. So, yeah, I'm like, all nervous, and I'm like, okay, we really about to do this. So we pull up to his house. Allie texts him like, hey boo, like, I'm outside. Meanwhile, the car is, like, tinted. You cannot see in it. And I'm in the back seat, and I'm kind of, like, ducking down in the back seat. So, like, even if he knew, like, somebody was in the car, like, he wouldn't be able to see it was me. My best friend is in the front seat. Allie gets out. Her and Zoe, they, like, start embracing each other, and she starts, like, kissing on him. And I give it a minute, and I'm just, like, sitting in the car, and, like, my best friend is like, are you gonna get out? Like, don't get out. Just, like, don't get out. And I'm like, bro, why would I come here and do all this and then not get out? Like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I just want him to, like, really, like, hug her up and kiss her up in front of me. Like, I want to see it before I, like, hop out. Like, I want to really catch him and be like, really? This is what you're doing. So I give it maybe like 2 minutes, I would say, of them like doing whatever they're doing, chopping it up. And then like I like reach my arm out and I like open the driver's side door and I like get out and I like come out the car and I'm like, really? What is this? What is this? What is this? And then he's just like looking at Allie and he's looking at me and he's just like completely bewildered and in shock. And I'm like, what is this? What is going on? What is this? And yeah, like we got his ass. Got that ass. So he just like pushes Allie off of him and he was like, what the fuck? What the fuck are y'all doing? Like, y'all are both crazy. Y'all are both crazy. I'm like, I'm crazy? If I'm crazy, it's because you made me crazy. Like, I'm not paranoid. I'm not like any of those things that you call me. Like, I have evidence. It's right here. Everything that I thought was true is true. Everything I think is true, you be doing anyway, bro. So he like goes in the house, like me and Allie get back in the car, like whatever. And we like pull back up to her crib and like by time all this happens, like my adrenaline is like kind of running low. Like at first, like one of my coworkers is walking towards my car and I'm like, is he coming towards me or like what? Like, why are you coming this way? Anyway, what is he doing? Anyway, so yeah, like my adrenaline's gone down. At this point, I'm sad. We leave Allie at her house. I get in my best friend's car and I'm like going home. So meanwhile, he's texting me like, why would you bring that crazy girl to my house? Blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't be messing with her. And like, I'm with my best friend. I'm just like crying because like, I'm just like, oh my God, like he was really kissing up on her and like hugging on her like that. Like, this is crazy. Like, I can't believe I just witnessed that. Like, mind you, he was not really kissing and hugging on her back. Like, she was like all over him and like put her arms around his neck and I don't know. Like, I was just so confused because I was like, did she manipulate me? Is he manipulating me? Did we force him to let somebody come to his house when he was in an emotionally vulnerable state? Like, I was so confused. All I could do was
She making
cry.
excuses for this dude.
So
that's
then
crazy.
The next day, I started needing to figure out, like, how am I going to get my car home? Because if y'all remember, my car broke down while I was trying to go meet up with this girl. So who do you think I called? I was like, oh, my car broke down yesterday when I was like trying to go meet Allie and I don't know what to do. And he was like, you see what happens when you be trying to do some bullshit? Like, your car broke down? And I was like, yeah, it's like it's stuck like across town. Like, I don't know how I'm supposed to get my car. So he like sets up his tow truck. And then like, I think he came and got me to like meet up with the tow truck at my car. And then like he brought me and my car home. And then he was like, I'm done with you. Like, I'm just like done with this whole situation. And I was like, okay, I'm done with this situation too. But if you know anything about toxic relationships, you know that we were in fact not really done with each other. And this is finally leading up to what happened when he cheated on me with our coworker. Y'all, you need to keep watching, because if you think that was all tea, what happened with the coworker is piping tea. That is the tea.
We go to the.
Y'all,
If you want to know what a motherfucking boss.
Life is.
good morning, y'all. I just got to work, but I really want to share this story, so I'm gonna try to tell this story like super quick, and then I'm gonna run across and go clock in. So when I was in 5th grade, I was a safety patrol.
Bruh, this is not the story of. I'm waiting to see when she gonna talk about the damn coworker. Where's the coworker?
Okay, so boom. When
I wrote this.
Bruh.
If you want to.
well, there you have it. She let. I guess this story was piping hot tea. I mean, this story was good. I still wanted to know what happened to the coworker. Mind you, it's been half a month, and she still ain't got to that video, the video of what happened to the coworker. So I'm kind of disappointed. But great story. Great story. Okay, can we shout out to the people who give good story times? They not slow talking. She said a couple so booms. We didn't hear no smoke detector going off in the back because she in the car. You know what I'm saying? Her car did break down, but at least this one is a, you know, a more reliable car that she was able to get the story off. You know what I'm saying? We didn't hear the vents going off in the back and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Pretty lady, okay. Shout out to the Haitian queen. I think she like Haitian, Jamaican, or something, Puerto Rican or something. She's something. But anyway, she got her ponytail in. That mug is hitting, okay. She got the baby hairs hitting. Okay, eyebrows on fleek. Remember that word, fleek? The eyebrows on fleek. Looking at us, I was like 2020. My homeboy was like, my homeboy was telling his son, he was like, they went out to eat. He was like, yeah, this is bussin'. His son was like, Dad, we don't say that. We just say it bust. He said, you know what, Dad? Just say it's good. Just say it's good. Like, are you niggas calling us old? Look at that. We can be cool too. Look at that. Anyway. Shout out to all the cool dads looking ass. Anyway, man, this is crazy, man. You know, when getting caught cheating, man, these stories always, you know, give me hives. You know what I'm saying? Cause yeah, damn. I remember one time I got caught cheating. I didn't even get caught cheating. I wasn't even cheating. Yeah. Okay. But you know what's funny though? And I think back to the situation, I'd be like, one of my homeboys told on me that I was cheating. And I figured it out. I figured out which homeboy it was. And that's why that person is no longer my friend. But you know what? Man, and then you know what he tried to do? Sleep with the woman I was with. Like, why would you do that? Like, why would you do that? It's crazy. We ain't got to, man. I would never hate on another man that's cheating on his woman. You know what I'm saying? I tell a story about how I caught my boss cheating in another video. And when I caught him cheating, I was like, and I didn't like to die like that, but I didn't like his wife even more. So I'm never gonna tell on one of the bros for cheating. You know what I'm saying? But you know a funny story? I caught my ex's boyfriend cheating. You think I told her? Hell no, I hope she get the same energy that I gave. Hell no. Somebody gotta cheat. She deserve it. I want to catch my ex getting cheated on every time. What are we talking about? Somebody got to get cheated on. You know what? You know what's crazy though? Men, we would never know if our girl cheated. And then once you break up with her and you think back, you be like, listen, if you ever slept with your ex knowing she cheating on her boyfriend, mind you, every time that she was out of your sight, that's gonna pop up in your mind like, oh, this little dirty bitch. She said she was out here. She was probably doing the same thing she doing right now with me. With the man, every time I be like, oh Lord Jesus Christ, I got cheated on for so many times. I just be too friendly. I gotta. Now when I'm gonna get a girl, I'm like, where you think you're going? Put your location on. Okay. Hey, that's why dudes be on the phone with their girlfriend the whole time they gone. They just want to hear see what's going on in the background. Man, these women be cheating like a mug. But it's okay. Men, see, that's why I say, man, we cheat stupidly. Like, he was like, he didn't even like the girl he was cheating on her with. He didn't even like her. He just wanted some cut. And then when he got it, he was just like, you know what? And she got out the car like, hey, baby, give me a hug and kiss. She tried to show off in front of the other girl just to show her that, yeah, we've been doing this thing. He was like, He didn't even probably want to kiss her in the mouth. He probably gave her a pet. And she probably tried to stick her tongue in his mouth. And she probably been smoking cigarettes and everything and just tried to, and he was like, oh. He was just like, yeah. That's why she said he act like he didn't want to really kiss her. Cause he just wanted to get it off. And she had a boyfriend. So he knew, girl, you got a boyfriend. I'm not trying to be all up. I don't never be all up on you like that. It's wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Send you on your way. So for her to be doing all that, it was off. So he was like, something. In his mind, he was thinking something's off. So after his girlfriend popped out the car, he was like, I knew it. Well, no, he didn't. That moment, he was like, oh, shit. But after all the dust settled, he went back in the house. He was like, man, I knew something was off. Because that girl never walk up on me and kiss me like that. She don't never do that. We never had that type of relationship. So when she did that, I was just like, girl, what you doing? Your cigarette breath. Shout out to the women that smoke cigarettes and black and milds. But, I'm just saying, like, he knew it was kind of weird, so, But, also the first story about the mom is crazy. Ain't that some shit? The moms be crazy. I can't believe that mama did that though. You know what? I've never met too many moms like that. A mom that does their daughter like that, you got to be a special type of crazy. You got to be a special type. I think moms that do their daughters like that are low key haters. Like they low key either hate the father that much or they don't like the daughter's beauty. Cause it be moms that be real, real big haters. You know what I mean? And I've seen a mom I can recall a mom, she wasn't that good looking. She had hella kids, but she wasn't that good looking. But she had beautiful daughters. But she treated them like crap. And I'd be like, why she treat y'all like that? They be like, that's just my mom. I'd be like, nah. Now when I'm older and I see the situation, she was hating on them kids. And then she was letting them be promiscuous and using them. You know what I'm saying? Using them kids. It was just crazy. But, now that I'm older, I see it. But when I was, when I was a tad bit younger, in my early 20s, and you know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, your mama was a hater, but I still see these girls to this day on Facebook, and I be like, yeah, your mama ruined y'all, because y'all could have been so much better. Y'all had so much more potential, but, it be like that sometimes. Sometimes moms be the worst people to these daughters or sons. You know what I started to realize with the situation on moms or like some men. Men, we grow up cheap. We don't know how to treat women. We got mothers and we don't know how to treat women. Right? So, hear me out. Men that don't know how to treat women, it all stems from what we got from our moms. If y'all don't believe me, watch how mothers teach their sons. as a man, I don't go around disrespecting women. You know what I'm saying? I don't go around disrespecting women. Now, will I call them? No, you know what I'm saying? Will I flash out? I flash. But what I'm saying is, overall, it's like, hey, you know what I mean? We don't want no beef. But uh, women teach their sons to be harder on women than men teach their sons to be hard. Cause men don't teach their sons to be hard on women. Men don't teach their sons to. There, there's a very select few of men that teach their sons to be pimps. There's a small percentage of men that, like 0.001% of men teach their sons to be pimps. Other than that, they teach them to be gentlemen, teach them to hold open doors, respect your wife, respect your girlfriend, all that. Don't put your hands on them, all that. But man, I'm trying to tell you, most pimps I know got a rough ass mama. Okay, so but then not again. Here's another thing. There are a lot of women who do teach their sons good stuff. There are a lot of women. I'm just saying. There are a lot of men that be hard on these women. They got a hard ass mama. So beware of a man with a hard ass mama. He might put his hands on you. Anyway, everyday people, that was just my truth. But it ain't my truth because it ain't my life. But I'm saying that's from my knowledge and abilities. Is what I'm saying. Okay. Remember, at the beginning of all my videos, I say what is said on this show does not reflect the entity and the company that runs this show, Everyday Productions. Okay. Aren't men attracted to females like their mama? That is a true. That's true. Men are attracted to women that are alike their mom. You know what I mean? Listen, if your mama is, well, let's just say this. Let's just say this. Okay. Um, I have a dark skinned mama. Chocolate, like darker than me. And I've always been fond of dark skinned women. Do I want my mama? Hell no, I don't want nobody like my mama. My mama will cuss. I want somebody nicer than my mama. Okay? I want somebody nicer than my mama. My mama. But she's a nice lady. She rough. But she had to be. Cause she was her daddy. Her daddy is the motherfucker you should watch out for. That is why my mama and my auntie are rough. And my aunt Charlotte, she's more nicer than my other sisters. But maybe she could be rude, mean. But the two, the oldest, devils. Okay, me. But do men are attracted to their mothers? I agree with that situation. I agree with it because it's true. But I can say this. The reason why cause men love their mama. So they want somebody who's like-minded like their mama. But all right, let's put it like this. Now I'm gonna give y'all, some of y'all might not like this, but men who are raised in two-parent households want a woman that was raised in a two-parent household. It's just what it is. If either is different, so if a woman is raised in a two-parent household and she gets with a man who's raised in a one-parent household, which is 99 times out of 100, the mother, she kind of know what she getting because she see the mama. And the mama all up in his business. But when a man dates a woman in a one-parent household, he kind of know that he not the main focus in that relationship or in that house, because she know, well, he know that she was raised by a woman, and there's not like a lot of male figures in that household that's been respected. And so when he come in, she knows she can handle stuff because she seen her mama handle it, and she won't like let a man lead, and whatever the case may be. That's just my opinion. Y'all can debunk it all y'all want to. I'm all for it, but I'm just saying what I think and I feel. But if y'all want to say something otherwise, it is what it is. I'm not opposed to somebody telling me otherwise, but I'm just saying. Yes, we need a panel to discuss that. Maybe we'll do that this weekend. We do. We're gonna have another phone call. Can somebody call in? Somebody tell us one of their stories, and we could discuss it on that live Friday night. Not tomorrow. In 2 nights, we could discuss, two-parent household relationships type stuff. You know, we can do that. We can do that. So we can do that. But anyway, let's see if we get a live call in this weekend, and we'll make it happen this Friday, and we'll take calls. 3-minute calls. Who want to discuss what they want to do, or what they want to say about this situation. What'd you say? I didn't see what you said, Melissa. I'm just be talking. But yeah. Tay said he finna spill his parents' tea. Good Lord. Everyday people. Y'all. Thank y'all for joining. Hey, watch tomorrow. We're gonna be lit. I got some more stuff for y'all. So thank y'all for tuning in every night. We going live and discussing all this stuff. Man, these situations be real. Thank y'all for joining in. Holla at you later. Peace. The merch is coming. The merch is coming. Trust me. It's